Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of all the corporate jargon. And today we're digging into Bed Bath & Beyond's latest filing. Get ready because it looks like there has been some shake-ups at the top and some interesting compensation packages being handed out. Before we dive in, if you love getting these kinds of analyses without the corporate fluff, make sure you're subscribed. And for those of you who want to chat about these filings and get more behind the scenes insights, we've got a Discord community linked in the description below. So, what we're looking at here is an amendment to an earlier report. Think of it as a follow-up to something they already filed. The main reason for this update is to give us more details about some compensation arrangements for Marcus Lemonis. We all know him, right? He has been appointed as the executive chairman of the board and is now also the principal executive officer, which is a fancy way of saying Hez one of the top dogs. And as of recently, he has also taken on the role of chief executive officer. This appointment was effective at the beginning of this year, the 1st of January, 2026. Now, this amendment is specifically about the details of his employment as chief executive officer. Remember, he was appointed to this role at the very beginning of 2026. This filing from late January 2026 is essentially adding more information about the deal that was struck for him to take on this CEO position. Let's get into the meat of it. On the 19th of January 2026, the company officially entered into an employment agreement with Mr. Lemonis for his new CEO role. This agreement kicks in from the 1st of January 2026. So, what are they paying him, and what is he getting in return? His base salary is set at $300,000 a year. That might sound like a lot to most of us, but for a CEO of a public company, it is actually on the more modest side, but that is not where the real money is it? He is also eligible to earn a pretty significant annual cash bonus. The target for this bonus is a whopping $2.2 million. Now, this isn't guaranteed money. It depends on achieving certain performance goals. These goals will be set by the board of directors or the compensation committee, and they have the final say on how well he measures up. So, if the company does well according to their metrics, he stands to make a substantial amount on top of his base salary. But it doesn't stop there. He is also going to be receiving equity awards. This means he'll be getting stock or stock-related awards. Specifically, he is set to receive 1.5 million restricted stock units. These units are tied to the company's common stock. They will vest, meaning become fully his, over 4 years. This will happen in 4 equal installments each year. So, it is a long-term incentive to keep him focused and aligned with the company's performance over time. On top of that, there is an award of 600,000 performance shares. Now, this is based on the assumption that he hits target performance levels. These shares are eligible to vest over 4 one-year performance periods. This really ties a big chunk of his compensation directly to the company hitting its targets over the next 4 years. These equity awards are expected to be granted under the company's existing 2005 equity incentive plan or a similar plan that comes after it. Trees a catch though. For these awards to be granted, the company's stockholders will need to approve amendments to these plans at the 2026 annual meeting. So, the shareholders get a say in whether this compensation package fully goes through. The agreement also includes standard provisions for severance if his employment is terminated under certain circumstances. And as you'd expect in these kinds of executive agreements, there are also non-competition and non-solicitation clauses. These basically prevent him from going to a competitor or taking key employees with him if he leaves the company. Now, moving on to the exhibits, this is where the actual legal document of the employment agreement is filed. It's labeled as Exhibit 10.1. This is the source document that lays out all the specifics of the deal. The report also includes Exhibit 104, which is basically the cover page of this report formatted in a special way for electronic filing. And finally, we have the signatures. This confirms that the report has been officially filed by the company. Adrienne B. Lee, who holds the titles of President and Chief Financial Officer, has signed off on this report on the 23rd of January 2026. This shows the official sign-off from the company's leadership confirming the information within the filing. So, what is the story here? Bed Bath & Beyond, which has had its share of ups and downs, is bringing in Marcus Lemonis to lead as CEO. The compensation package is interesting. While the base salary is not outlandishly high, the potential bonus and stock awards are quite substantial. This suggests the company is really banking on him to turn things around and is willing to heavily incentivize him to do so. The success of these stock awards hinges on shareholder approval, which is a common practice but also means the shareholders have a direct say in this significant executive compensation. The company is clearly placing a lot of faith in Mr. Lemonis to steer the ship. The emphasis on performance shares and a large target bonus indicates a strategy tied to specific measurable results. The real question is whether these incentives will be enough to drive the sustained performance needed to revive the brand. The company's past performance and the competitive retail landscape present significant challenges. We need to watch closely if the targets set for Mr. Lemonis are realistic, and if the company provides the resources and strategic direction to help him achieve them. Overall, this filing tells us that Bed Bath & Beyond is making a bold move with new leadership and a compensation package designed to drive performance. The success of this strategy will be measured not just by how well Mr. Lemonis performs, but by the company's ability to adapt and thrive in a challenging market. It will be fascinating to see how this plays out in their future financial reports. Alright, that is our breakdown of Bed Bath & Beyond's latest filing. What is your take on these new leadership and compensation details? Do you think this is a smart move for the company? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out. And subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description if you want to join the conversation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.